Well, hello, you beautiful, beautiful Christmas rum monkeys. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's having a good day. How you doing, Angel Sis? So, anyway, the whole idea of quote unquote prepping, survival, stuff like that is a facade. There is really no safe route in survival. There is no safe passage in prepping. There is no alternative means to protection. What's up, Razor? How you doing? I know, right? I'm kind of looking like a Hagrid, ain't I? Yeah, yeah. You know, there's a lot of things. Everything will run out in prepping. Everything will, quote unquote, expire. There is no safe, true alternative to meal preparation. There is no safe fallback to, there is no safe fallback to anything. It's just like all these preppers that have bought, all these preppers that have bought these storage units for water, storage units for their gasoline. You know, it is a safety net, quote unquote safety net. Even though the majority of humans do not understand that gasoline, basic gasoline, has, I'm talking about traditional gasoline, has about a 3 to 6 month shelf life if it is properly contained. Yeah, it is, brother. It is. It's that's why I'm, you know, trying to reestablish and you know, re-educate people because this this time, this celestial whatever is going to be, yeah, that is true. It is true. And, you know, like basic gasoline, gasoline has about a 3 to 6 month, you know, shelf life. Ethanol gasoline, which if you haven't noticed, a lot of gas stations and stuff like that are running to ethanol, right? And with ethanol, you have a 2 to 3 month shelf life on ethanol gasoline. Even diesel has about a 6 to 8 month shelf life before it loses its effectiveness. Most natural resources are meant to be instantaneously used. There is no hoarding it. That's why gas and natural resources are a constant supply, because it has to have a constant use. Um, yeah, my kerosene, even kerosene has about an 8-month usage on it before it molds. Butane is pretty much the only resource fuel wise that has an indefinite use. But butane is in such low quantities that it is hard to keep a major supply of butane. You know, there is there is a small supply and demand for a lot of stuff. You see all these end of the world scenarios and stuff like that where people are running to gas stations, a year to 2 years after an apocalyptic event and siphoning gas out of gas stations and using it to run their, even back in the 80s, Mad Max, the world still ran on gas. And where were they getting this gasoline that was fresh and usable? Nobody ever asked those questions. Nobody ever looked at that, saying that, oh, we constantly have to be drilling. We constantly have to be getting this gas from a fuel source to be used. Yeah. The everything there is no 100% plan. Anything. It's hard for a person that's been prepping and doing survival for so long to actually come to this point to say that everything that humans have at the ready right now is going to be useless in a true world ending event. Yeah. Everything in this perfect world is going to be destroyed. Everything in this perfect world is going to be unusable. I was watching this. I was watching a YouTube channel where these two people opened up a can of purified survival drinking water from a 1942 survival bag or ration kit, right? A C ration kit. They opened it up and the water and everything was still good in it after 60 years or 60 plus years. But the bad thing is the aluminum started to erode inside of the water and made it unsterile to drink. Rust and contaminants polluted that water. So, and because it didn't have a fresh oxygen source in it, it made the water drinkable. And with that, showing that even something that was meant to last forever still was able to be damaged, was still able to corrode and be unusable. Which means all those preps, every food source that you have can be contaminated. Every canned item is going to be unserviceable, especially with. That's why they always tell us to, you know, circulate. Always use your old cans first, then circulate them out with newer cans. And they tell you to do that every 3 to 6 months in a prepper's, handbook. It doesn't matter how well you treat your supplies. There is always going to be some way for it to be corrupted. There's you're good, Razor brother, you're good. Everything can be eroded. If you believe in a canning system or a jarring system, all it takes is one simple break in that seal. That seal is so important to protect your supplies, to protect everything that you own. Yeah. Well, even purification, even filtration, it still has like high acidity things like canned pastas, anything that has tomatoes or natural juices in it will destroy a machined can.
And unfortunately, we're in about 469 Twitter. Howdy.
Yeah, Razor. Yeah. What's up, Cat? How you doing? But we as a civilization have relied too much on machine-made things, machine-made ease, and it goes to show you that nothing is perfect in this world. Nothing. Good to see you too, Kat. Good to see you too. Because anything, even with civilization, a break in the seal, a break in code, destroys all of, destroys everything. And even a break in a small seal in your preps can hamper and destroy your whole entire, you know, food source, can destroy your whole entire backup plan in a, you know, a fallout idea or situation. Right, Razor, right, brother. If you have one damaged can in a pile, say a pallet, say you say you have 24 cans and one can, because there is faults, there's weaknesses. Not every can is going to be completely perfect. There's going to be faulty cans and everything. Say you have one can that you cannot truly inspect because it's sealed on the inside, not on the outside. So when you open that can, or you have that can sitting in the middle of 24 other cans, you don't have the time to inspect it. And by the time that you do get to that one can that is bad, it's already swollen, it's already leaking, and that leakage is already getting into the other cans. That rust and everything has already seeped into your backstock, has already seeped into your, you know, ongoing resources that you have and that you're counting on. With that whole expiration date, that whole, because when a can gets damaged and a high acidity can gets damaged, all it has to do is sit there and rot. You cannot eat a damaged can for that reason, because that damaged can is now a not a it becomes a priority now. It becomes a hindrance to you. It was food at one point, but now that sorry, I was about to fall asleep. I've been working 18 hours straight and my body's giving up. My body is my body is finally throwing in the towel of constant stress and constant work. I may end this Yeah, yeah. The seal, the seal, and with new age cans, there's multiple different seals now. There's the top seal, the bottom seal, and the center seal. Yeah, cool, dry place, but it's hard to continue a cool, dry place when you don't have that kind of electricity anymore. You know what I mean? Sorry, everybody. Sorry. I am I am falling asleep. Ah, my body is taking its toll. My my body has given up the will to continue. I can't even think properly right now. I thought I could do a live stream and stay awake, but I am I am drained. I really am drained. I've never been this drained. Yeah, that's the thing. I've been on coffee. Um, it's to a point where the coffee is just not hitting me no more. And I wish I could do that, Angel. I wish I could. I'm, I'm tired. I am. I am tired. Not just my body. It's my soul, my mind. Everything is just. Everything is just drained. You know. Everything. I just don't want to exist anymore. Um. Just tired. Alright, everybody, I'm sorry for this. But I'm gonna have to get off. I'm gonna go to my office. I'm gonna cut off the lights and I'm gonna try to sleep. But I'll try to do that. I'll, I'll take y'all's recommendations. Um, but I love you, family. I love y'all so much. Y'all take care of yourself, alright? Do what I can, Angel. I love you, family. You take care of my brothers and sisters. I love y'all. Bye, family.